guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kayla if you're new here. Today I wanted to discuss why I dropped my sorority. I've had a lot of people asking me, hey, like what happened? Like where did you go? Like what's up? Why did you take it out of your Insta bio? And I'm just kind of like, why are you all up in my business? But I guess that is what I'm here to explain to you guys today. I just wanted to give you my kind of perspective on things, why I left the way I left. Just some of the things that I was dealing with, because I know a lot of girls, especially girls of color, black girls. I have a lot of black girls DMing me on Instagram, asking me questions in the comments, emailing me even, and a lot of them want to know like the struggles of being in a sorority. I have a whole list on my phone, so I'm going to go through some of the topics that I wrote down. I thought this was a sisterhood, but some of the people that I was close with and just other people in the sorority said a few misleading things about me. Some things were made up and I was discredited. If that was what the sorority was going to be about, I personally didn't want to be a part of it. At the time when all of that was happening, I was considering running for a position. I kind of wanted to be in charge of new members, which is on the executive board, but it's a higher up position. So during the time when all this was happening, I was going through the process of applying for that position. I just started to notice I was in the sorority for 2.5 years. Just as I stayed in it, things got more scandalous and just catty. It wasn't run the way that I would expect an elite group of girls to be run, even though we did have advisors. With all the scandalous stuff becoming common ground, I didn't really want to be a part of that organization anymore. Which kind of goes back to why I originally decided to go through recruitment. Yes, a lot of girls do go through it because of the social aspect, status, hanging out with frats, going on socials and stuff, but honestly, I really didn't even know anything about that when I first joined. I joined because I wanted a sisterhood. I wanted an elite group of girls to lift me up, to help me with my YouTube channel and my writing and just different things that I was interested in, because a lot of the times when you have an all-girl friend group, it can be very catty. You don't usually get that group of strong-minded, mature girls that are there to lift you up without thinking that you want something from them. So I thought that's what a sorority was going to be. We're going to be a group of girls, we're going to motivate each other, get our work done, we're going to be a unit. Whenever somebody else is down, we're going to be lifting them up. That's kind of how it started out. Towards the end, that's just not what I was getting from it. I wanted to network. I wanted to build my career up, you know, kind of see what I could do for the sorority, what my abilities could bring to the sorority. Overall, being in that sorority just kind of broke me down. I think Greek life is mostly about things that I don't care about. There is a focus on networking and volunteering and all that stuff, but it's really only about 10% of what the sorority was about that I was in. The rest is, socials, hanging out with frat boys, cattiness, and it kind of was starting to feel like high school to me. Oh, we have to do this to be above them. Oh, these people have to like us and we have to win this. That's not what I came here to do. I was getting sucked into that vision idea. That's partially why I stopped creating content on this channel as much, because I wasn't given the ability to be an independent thinker within that sorority. I've always been somebody who was very independent, kind of did their own thing, created their own path. In high school, I always did things differently, dressed differently, thought of new ideas. I was just really creative and independent, and being in that sorority didn't give me space to be 100% myself. There were just a lot of restrictions, and that does come with being in a sorority. When you go through recruitment, you learn that you have to go to standards meetings. You have to dress the same for recruitment. There are certain things that you have to do, but that is not me. I really wanted it to be me. No matter how much advice other people give you, you have to kind of learn it for yourself. This year, before I left, that's when it really clicked for me. This is not helping me level up. I saw a lot of girls giving into peer pressure, feeling like they needed to look a certain way to be in a certain room for recruitment, and just different things that were not okay with me. I just started to notice it a lot more right before I left. And there were also other things. There's a bunch of different factors that added to me leaving. There was a situation that happened that pushed me to leave. Prior to that situation, I had already contemplated it. You can ask people that I'm close with in the sorority that I was in. You can ask people that I hung out around in college. Greek life is a business. It's marketed very well. It's marketed like, oh, you're gonna get this social status and you're gonna get networking and you're also gonna get to party and you're also gonna get to do this. That's only a small portion of it. They're marketing something to you, and what you see is not always what you get. That was the case for me. It wasn't for me. It wasn't my thing. Granted, like I said, working at Spade, I did get that through a sister work in the sorority that I was in. I've gotten another job at a yoga studio thanks to a sister. So you do get that networking aspect with it, but like I said, it's only 10%. I did meet a ton more people than I would have if I wasn't a part of Greek life. I got to network a lot. I got to meet a lot of different people in different frats and other sororities just in the Panhellenic community and the IFC community at UCF. After the 2.5 years, I kind of got all I could get from it, and I didn't think it was adding any value to my life anymore. Oh my god, that scared me. Woo, that's my speaker. It scared me so much. So I didn't feel the need to stay in the sorority. All those things combined convinced me to drop, along with the situation that happened where I just felt like I was treated improperly, like I was mistreated. I was seeing things I didn't want. Being around it kind of made me lower my standards a little bit. Originally, the sorority that I was in was not my first choice. What I wanted was not what I got out of the sorority after being in it for 2.5 years, but you may want something different. All the sororities at UCF do have a stereotype around them, and that's what most schools too. The original stereotype that was associated with it changed over time, and it changed over time to a point where I was not okay where we were going, and that's when I decided to remove myself. Prior to leaving, I talked to other people. I think we should change this, I think we should do this, but I just never felt like it was being fixed. I didn't feel like my opinion was heard. I don't think that all sororities are like that. I don't think all sororities are bad. I don't think the girls in the sorority that I used to be in are bad people. I just personally think it was not for me. There are other sororities that do market values that they stick to. There are other sororities that do represent that elite group of girls, and that elite group of girls that sticks together and really motivates each other to level up in their careers, with their degrees. Personally, I didn't feel like I was getting that. Somebody else might feel completely opposite from the way that I do right now. There are different motives within each organization, and each organization is focused on different things. What they were focused on wasn't something that I wanted to be focused on. What they were working towards wasn't something that I wanted to be working towards. And it took me 2.5 years to mature and realize being in a sorority was not for me. I was really trying to force it on myself. I was really trying to get through all the events, consider myself a well-rounded person. But you can be a well-rounded person, you can volunteer, you can do all those things outside of an organization. You can do all that stuff on your own. Some people may feel more motivated or more comfortable, or like they can't do it. Some people might feel like they can't do it on their own. Me personally, I can do all that stuff on my own. I don't need an organization to help me do that. That's not why I decided to become a part of this. The organization was really hurting me more than it was helping me. I did move back home, so just moving back home and being able to refocus on my major and what I want to do after I graduate, because I'm set to graduate in December 2019. I was just really confused. I don't think that the sorority was helping me figure out myself. If anything, it was like pushing me even more like down into the dumps. Being out of it, I've regained my confidence. I'm getting back to where I was with my ideas and creating and being independent. I like to create my own path. I like to make my own blueprint. I don't like being told that I have to be at a certain place at a certain time every single week. I don't like being told that I have to wear the same colors as other people when I think another color might look better on me. And like I said, those are small things. They might not bother you, but that just that's not in my spirit. I really want to thank the organization for allowing me to grow so much as a person, allowing me to deal with different personalities, revealing areas to me where I could have done better myself, things that I could have done differently. But I think there are other ways for me to continue to grow as a person, doing something that I enjoy, and that would be outside of the sorority. I don't depend on an organization to stereotype me or put me in a box or kind of just tell me what to do. I figure out what I want to do myself. I figure out what I can and can't post. Some people need the guidelines. I'm at a point in my life where I can make good decisions on my own, and I don't need guidelines when they're not asked for. I don't need people my age monitoring me. And it kind of showed me like what I have to work on, but it also showed me how much my growth was being stunted. The sorority wasn't giving me space to be 100% me. I had a few good memories in that sorority. My intention for entering into the organization, it just kind of wasn't there for me. I didn't see anything. I kind of got everything out that I wanted to say that a lot of people have been asking me. I just felt like it was something that I wanted to address on my channel, since I did make sorority videos on how to go through recruitment and all that stuff. With that being said, being in a sorority is something that you still do want to take part in. I was in it for 2.5 years. I do have a whole playlist on my channel that you guys can watch. I've labeled it, everything. Just go to my channel, go to the playlist. Those are some of the most popular videos on my channel, because I know a lot of girls still ask me about it. It's kind of like quitting a job. I got what I could get out of the sorority. I affected as many people as I could within it, and now I'm moving on to the next chapter of my life. I was just stumped being there. And I was living in the house at the time. When you're living in the house, you're really in it. There's no getting away. There's no, oh, let me take a break, I'll come back later. When you live in the sorority house, you're really in it. It played a part in not being as creative and me not uploading and me not focusing on the right things. I was focused on all the wrong things. I'm regaining my focus and I'm really excited. I want to continue giving you guys advice and helping you out in any way that I can. I stand by the decision that I've made to drop the sorority. I don't have any regrets. I've grown a lot as a person in the past 2-3 months since I did leave. I still talk to a lot of the girls in it. I still talk to my little. People ask me that. Like, people ask me these questions. I still talk to my little. I still talk to my big. I still talk to other girls in the sorority. People that inspire me, people that I respect, all that stuff. I still remain in contact with them. Whether that's through following them on Instagram or talking to my little, talking to my big, talking to my sweet mates that I had in the sorority house. That was an organization that I was a part of. So I'm never gonna sit here and bash that organization. And it's just simply my perspective. I want to open up the comment section for discussion. Everybody be nice. Tell me your thoughts if you have any questions for me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see what's coming. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope you guys are all leveling up in life.